Many scenes from the Gospel were shown in vision to Blessed Anne Catherine Emmerich. She was also shown scenes from the life of the Holy Family, and she was able to transmit this interesting bit of information. It was very quiet, and it seems the reason why it was so quiet is that they understood each other. When that is the case in depth, words become superfluous and indeed at times an obstacle. Years ago, during a partage d'évangile at La Trappe in the novitiate, that was the sharing on the gospel that would happen once a week in preparation for the Sunday Eucharist, in which each novice would say what he had thought about during Lectio Divina about the gospel of the coming Sunday. One of the brethren in the novitiate came out with this, referring to Nazareth and the life of the Holy Family there. C'était la première trappe. It was the first trappe. And indeed, the statue of St. Joseph was there, very visible in the workplace, always. And a reminder that we reproduce the simplicity of Nazareth in a good monastic life. It was picked up by St. Paul VI when, during a break in the council, he had a moment at Nazareth. We read it every year at the Feast of the Holy Family. And he invited us to mentally collocate ourselves in that peaceful family and imitate its simplicity and its silence, and even the way in which work was done in that same simplicity and silence. And already in 1964 he could see how life was being contaminated by the absence of the same. The senses, the mental senses being continuously bombarded. What would he have to say now? Therefore, we need to be careful before we run out our innings on earth on this element of continuous openness and availability to the fact that that is, when not controlled, going to take over. And at the end of our life we will have one innings spent in drained mode. And we will ask ourselves, perhaps it could have been otherwise. If somebody had warned me, this is the first generation exposed to this maximal involvement with all that's in the air. So we must be warned by the message of Nazareth. Be simple. Be quiet. Life is richer from being emptier at times. The Church on these Wednesdays of the year of St. Joseph offers us a plenary indulgence under the usual conditions if we say this old prayer to St. Joseph. It's still very popular in Ireland, and it says it all. To thee, O blessed Joseph, we have recourse in our tribulations, and while imploring the aid of thy most holy spouse, we confidently invoke thy patronage also, by that love which united thee to the Immaculate Virgin Mother of God, and by the fatherly affection with which thou didst embrace the infant Jesus, we humbly beseech thee graciously to regard the inheritance which Jesus Christ purchased by his blood, and to help us in our necessities by thy powerful intercession. Protect, O most provident guardian of the Holy Family, the chosen children of Jesus Christ. Ward off from us, O most loving Father, all taint of error and corruption. Graciously assist us from heaven, O most powerful Protector, in our struggle with the powers of darkness. And, as thou didst once rescue the child Jesus from imminent peril to his life, so now defend the Holy Church of God from the snares of her enemies and from all adversity. Shield each one of us with thy unceasing patronage, that imitating thy example and supported by thine aid, we may be enabled to live a good life, die a holy death, and secure everlasting happiness in heaven. Amen. Just for Father, Father of men, look at this time, look again to thy children. Only Father, till thy Lord thou hast fathered, whom thou hast gathered to be thine own brethren. Called by thy name, on thy name we are calling. Thy church we have seen the perilous befalling. This house that shields with the strength of thy wisdom, this child that seldom finds help in his morning. We are thy portion, we are thine own body. Walk thou o'er headless of feet where hast trodden. Thine own unheard and unnoticed come guiding. Thy path of hiding where secrets lie hidden. For thou art unknown and lost thus in thy living. None but one is all in thy giving, and is the obscure way that we two would follow. Its small eyes have